Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Sorry I haven't published in a while. I would just like to say, how's your day been? If it's good, that's great. If not, then that's okay. Welcome to the world of sorcery and magic. It's a world filled with sorcery and magic. Anyway, last time we were messing around with, what was this called again? Occultism? That's what it was called? Yep. We're messing around with this, trying to introduce it. It didn't turn out great from what I remember. I was trying to mess with it, but there's a bunch of lag. I don't even know if I published the video because of how laggy it was. And it just ended up as a mess. Anyway, let's get started on occultism now, because we haven't done that in a bit. Let's get into this. Where were we last time? Hold on, I need to relook at basically everything here so I know what we're doing. Okay, so I did a bit of reading. Let me summarize what occultism is. Basically, occultism brings down the idea that in your world there is like an other world that you cannot see. It is incapable for you to see. But you can get these things called demon dream fruit, and if you're to eat it, there's a bit of a chance for you to get this effect called third eye, which lets you, if you're lucky that is, am I even eating it? There we go. It also gives you hunger. To have the third eye ability, which lets you see into the other world. There's not much about it. If we go to the surface, yep, if we go to the surface, it's more, we get to see the other world. See? And everything here is different, even though it looks the same. For example, this is an otherworld wood tree. Even though if it may not look like it, it's an other wood tree. We cannot harvest it because that's not what the third eye ability lets us do. So now we can use this demon fruit right here, and if we get a flint and steel, we can throw this demon fruit onto the ground, any ground, doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be netherrack, and then it becomes spirit flame, which with the spirit flame we can do a few things. We can get something like a diamond and throw it in, and we get a spirit attuned gem, which sadly cannot be used with that much. It's not able to be put inside EMC, which is sad. Okay, so now what we can do with the spirit flame, we can also throw an oak log in here. Okay, well I know we can do with the sapling. If we can throw a sapling in there, and then we get an unstable otherworld sapling, which is what you saw earlier. And then basically you can grow this, get the third eye effect, and then while having the third eye effect, harvest the tree, and then you get yourself some other world wood, which this we can just shove in here. And sweet thing about the other world wood is that it has EMC, so we have an infinite amount of it. Oh, by the way, speaking of EMC, we have 392 million. So that's how that works. Okay, so now with the stuff you got, you can get sticks and the spirit attuned gem to make the divination rod. With the divination rod, which is right here, you can get like oak wood and andesite, which I know I have andesite. You can place them down, get your handy little divination rod, attune to it. I'm now attuned to otherworld wood. And then I do this. Okay, so by the looks of that, there's none of that around here. So if nothing happens, that means that there is no otherworld stone, or sorry, otherworld wood where I'm at, which makes sense because I'm in the middle of a cave. But if we were to do something like this, get other stone, and then do the animation, oh, there's something there. Right there, you see it? And let's see if we can find it. It's over there. So now if you were to travel over to that location, okay, hold on, I'm really close to it now. If I use the rod, it's right there. Dig toward it real quick. Dig down. Okay, there's andesite right there. Let's use the rod one more time. It's right there. And that's it. Now, I don't want to accidentally waste all my time finding this, so let me check the book. I'm pretty sure I can just let's do the animation again. Oh, I'm pretty sure I can just mine this. What is this? Well, first things first, it didn't work, but what is this place? I'm sure we'll just keep in mind that it's here. You know what? Maybe I need the demon fruit. I need to get demon fruit. So let me put a waypoint right here. Should be in here that we can get it. That should be plenty. Here we go. So now, oh, I got some demon fruit right there. Okay, so use the rod. That should be the, okay, that's it. Let's try that again. Here we go. Yep, there we go. So now I have other stone. We'll just pretend we didn't hear that and see ya. I'm going to be back here. And that was... Welcome to occultism. That was terrifying. Okay. Oh, also you can also just throw andesite into spirit flame and you get other stone. That's why I have a stack of it. But that was to show what that was. So hopefully we have nothing to worry about there, you know? ProjectE is the best mod I have ever played with. Makes everything a whole lot easier. Anyway, now that we have all that done, let's see what the next step of our plan is. Okay, so there's another thing you can do with the divination rod. So I went to gather some leaves, which is why I'm out here. So if I get some good old oak leaves, standard, you can get these leaves. Also, we can get oak logs. We can slap these on the floor. Get our divination rod. Now we have it bound on Ionium or Ionium, whatever. So if we do this, none is found. We probably have to do it in the Nether if you want to find it. Here are the cool stuff though. You would expect it to look for one of these trees, but otherworld plants don't spawn on the surface. They spawn in these places called like otherworld groves, which are underground. And they are really nice. You know, that other weird place we found, that might have been one. Might have. but it didn't have any trees. So we're going to connect the otherworld leaves, do this, and hope we find one. Oh! We found one! There, it's right there, it's right there, it's right there. Okay, got it. Okay. So I'm guessing if we were to connect to otherworld wood, we'd find it there too. We do! Okay, sweet, 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 sweet. Awesome. Grab this wood. We're going to that grove right there, because the groves, we need one. Okay, let's use divination rod again to see where it is. It's right down there. Here we go. This cave right there. Here, we're here. Mark it on our maps. New otherworld grove. Save. We don't need this weird place anymore. We have the otherworld grove. This otherworld grove that we have here, use the divination rod quick, just to show, is basically just so that we can get resources. So if we eat this demon fruit, it's the otherworld grove, so now we can just like do this. Ta-da! Now we have a ton, and I do mean a ton of otherworld leaves, which thankfully is also EMC, so we can get infinite amount of that. And then we can also use the third eye ability to get this. And we should also be able to get some otherworld saplings from this. Yep, see, unstable otherworld sapling. It's awesome. I don't think there's such thing as otherworld dirt, so now we can leave this otherworld grow. I've said, how many times have I said otherworld in this episode? So now that we have all of this stuff, by the way, I made a trash can because there's a ton of stuff that I can't put inside the EMC table. I got otherworld leaves, I got otherworld wood, and I got unstable stuff. Here we go. Sweet. Now we can do what we want. Now that we have the resources. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, so we get these other stone logs that we have, and we chuck it in this fire. That gives us otherworld ashes. And then we get this other stone and we chuck it in a furnace, which will give us some burnt other stone. Now with this, we can fuse these together. 3 burnt other stone, 3 otherworld ashes, and we can make some chalk. So let's do that. Now we have impure white chalk, which this impure white chalk we can toss in the fire. There we go. And we get normal white chalk. Okay, so I'm back. I've been doing a few things. I expanded this area a bit. I got some tallow, which I got from using the butcher's knife, which the butcher's knife, it's really easy to make. Right here, butcher's knife. I also got the sacrificial bowl, which was also really easy to make. Just gold, sacrificial bowl stuff. Anyway, the point is, I found out how to do something, okay? And, you know, I found out how to give items an EMC value. There's this command. By the way, thank you ProjectE for adding this. You can just give items an EMC value. Now, before I continue on this, okay, I am not, I I put my foot down right here. I am not going to be using this for infinite MC, because I already have that. But anyway, what I'm saying, I made this 128. The reason why I decided to make it 128 is because beef is 64, and you get it from cows, or you kill cows with the butcher's knife. So that's why I did that. Anyway, this is just going to make it a lot easier for me to do stuff, which I'd normally just be able to do. So I can just like slap tallow in here. So now I have tallow, and infinite amount of it, okay? Go to like a candle. Oh, and look at that, it already does it for me. So now I can get tallow, and anything that connects with tallow now has an EMC value that adds with it. So I can get tallow and string, and make a candle, which I can then slap into here, okay? I can get something like otherworld stone, if I go over there to there, otherworld stone, or other stone. See, this doesn't have an EMC value at all, but you can make it by using andesite and spirit fire. So if I can just make other stone equal to 16, because other stone is just andesite, boom, that. Other stone slabs, boom, has one, pedestals. All this other stone stuff now has an EMC value, which is sweet, ain't it? So now I don't have to have any of this in here. Basically, what I'm saying right now is that from now on, I'm going to be slapping EMC values to all of this so that I can, because, you know, everything should have an EMC value. But just keep note that all the EMC values I add will be perfectly fair and calculated, okay? It's just going to make this a lot easier. So I'll be back in a moment. I'll just add EMC values to literally everything that exists. But anyway, let's get to the point of this. If we get some black dye, throw it in a spirit fire. We get purified ink. Go to a crafting recipe, put a book in the middle, white dye all around, and purified ink to the left. We get the book of binding, folio, whatever. And then if we put this and this here, then we get the bound version. So now we have that, and with this we can do some fun things. What we want to do now is get to first ritual. And if I'm right, we want to do this. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I got all the things that we need for the ritual. It's first iron, gold, copper, and silver. Then if I'm right, I get this little book and I right click. Started summoning Foliot the Crusher. That's your name. There we go. He's summoned. And I got the best friends thing. Crush it. Are you Crozard? Wow, they don't call you a slow crusher for a reason. For nothing. You are quite the slow crusher. Okay, well stay there. Let me grab a fence. I have to. Oh, there we go. Finally, we're finished. Okay. Plan 2. I attract you with some gold over to a nice little corner. Oh, look at that. Don't you like the look of gold, am I right? Okay, so now we have our little Crozard in this little cage, and he's going to be smashing some ores for us. And now that that's done, I think it's time. Okay, everyone, that's going to be the end of this video. Anyway, so what we did, we went through occultism, we went up the ranks, got all we'd ever need for occultism, found out that we can give stuff a custom EMC value, which was the most fantastic thing I've ever seen in my life. That's going to go on for years. We built our first ritual and we summoned this guy, Crozard. So that's going to be it for this video. You know, subscribe, hit the like button, whatever. I'm probably not going to upload much. So, you know, if you subscribe, there's nothing to worry about. These are now filled. Anyway, I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you next time.